Now they say the culture is changing, but I didn't know it would change this much. And when it comes to the culture, it's just terrifying because everywhere you go, somebody is always asking for a tip. So the tipping culture is not the same no more. They're starting to say that restaurants have gotten out of hand. And there's a video that's been going viral on social media everywhere. So let's see what this video been talking about. Let's see.
My wife says that if you don't tip at Shake Shack, they make it more expensive per item, so we're about to find out.
Let's find out. I'll order 2 shakes just like before.
Shake. See? $5.99.
Okay.
We got strawberry. We got cookies and cream.
Okay, let's see this.
And we got vanilla.
This is what we
with
just ordered.
cream. Card.
Okay, there it is.
See that? Let's say checkout. And then say no. Right here. No.
Uh-oh, there's been a pricing update on one or more of your card items. Please review.
Everything jumped.
Everything just went up 50 cents. Every item went up by 50 cents.
Just making sure everybody knows, do not go there.
So Shake Shack is going viral because apparently when you use their digital screens to order and you don't tip, apparently they're adjusting the price and almost punishing you with higher prices for not tipping. So I'm gonna go inside and see if that's what happens down here in Florida. Let's go. Now they did a shake online. Let me add some tomatoes on this thing. Let me add some tomatoes. What am I doing? We're gonna do this right. We're gonna do bacon, lettuce, tomatoes. There we go. All right. Single patty. Now let's see the price. Full transparency, they did not raise the price on me when I didn't tip. Now normally I do tip when I take out, but I didn't today for the purposes of this experiment. The meal was $9.78 before I had to enter the tip or not, and then it was still $9.78 after. They did add tax, but that's normal here in Florida. So in this Shake Shack in Florida, in Tampa, in Midtown Tampa, the price did not adjust based on the fact that I did not tip. Now I feel kind of bad, and I wish I did tip, but again, we're doing this for the content.
Shake Shack has a lot of explaining to do. And why do I say that? Because a husband and wife went to Shake Shack, and the wife told the husband that if you don't put a tip into the order, the prices will be raised by as much as 50 cents per item. You don't believe me, right? Have a look at this video for yourself. All right, check this out right here.
Order 2 shakes just like before.
See? $5.99.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the prices right now.
We got cookies and cream.
Okay, let's see this.
And we got vanilla.
This is what we just ordered.
Card.
Look at the prices.
See that?
Watch for the tip screen now. Wait for it.
Okay. Right here.
No. Watch this.
Uh-oh, there's been a pricing update on one or more of your card items. Please review.
Look,
Everything jumped.
just unbelievable. So if you don't have the money to tip because you're eating on a budget, they jack the prices up by 50 cents per item. And if you recall, this is where they started at, $5.99, $5.99, $6.48. And that's basically the food items right there listed with the identical pricing right next to them. And then they come to the tip screen. They selected, as you saw in the video, no tip. And then they got this message right here. There has been a pricing update on one or more of your cart items. Please review these changes in your cart. So basically, like I said, if you don't have the money to tip, they're making sure you do tip. This is just incredibly unbelievable. So once again, like I said, Shake Shack has a lot of explaining to do. Everyone is living on a budget these days because of the high prices of everything. They frequent your fast food restaurant, don't have to leave a tip because they probably can't afford to, and you jack the prices of food up anyway. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
First of all, I want to say this. I ain't never been to a Shake Shack before. So let me know if y'all ever been to Shake Shack before. And did y'all like the food? How was it? But the crazy thing is that it's like the tipping culture has gotten out of hand. And Americans are starting to realize this. People are more frustrated because everywhere you go, it seems like somebody always want to tip. And this is crazy because I ain't never seen nothing like this before. When you put in the total and add it up on the system, it goes up when you don't add no tip. How can they do that? And then Shake Shack have the nerve to be in the comments saying that they didn't know that this situation was happening. They're working on it to try to fix it. But do y'all think that they really didn't know about it, or they're just trying to cover it up? I want y'all to answer that for me because I don't know. I'm new to this just like y'all. I'm new to seeing this. I didn't know that things can happen like this. Restaurants can do this. It's just getting crazy out here because that's why it's like I really don't like using card no more. I'd rather just use cash because you never know. And I never really used to use those type of systems when I go to the restaurant. I always just pay up front or just use cash because they're making it more difficult for you to spend your money. And then they're starting to say that everything is starting to become digital. I don't think everything is going to become digital because look at this. It'd be a nightmare for things to just become digital. People will have to adjust, and a lot of situations can occur. Things like this can always occur. And just imagine the average customer, they're not paying attention to that. And just think about it, how many customers they can get doing that. How much money they can make just because you're not paying attention. So the solution is always pay attention. Then you got some people that'll be like, well, that ain't no money. But don't think about it like that because if you don't, it'll add up. Transactions that you don't think about, all that's money to them. So if the average person don't think about the amount, even if it's a couple of dollars extra, they making a lot more money than you think. And that's the scary part because it's like, it's always something, no matter what you do and where you go. And it's just getting crazy out here each and every day. And then I've seen a couple of videos, even when people do DoorDash, the drivers will get mad now. They'll start kicking stuff on your porch, all types of things, if you don't tip. I didn't know tipping was that serious, but I guess it is serious. So if you're working in that field, let me know. Does tipping affect you as much as these videos, or you really don't care whether you get a tip or not? But I didn't know it was this serious. And it's just getting crazy out here because it's like, what do you do? What if you don't got the money for the tip? Then people get mad at you. And it shouldn't be that way because at the end of the day, this might be your last money that you got to spend. And you don't want to just put everything towards a tip because you're struggling. And I know what people are going to say. Well, if you're struggling, you shouldn't be eating out at the restaurant. Groceries are high too. So it don't even make a difference. That's the crazy part. This is my take on this situation. Share it in the comments what y'all got to say. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.